One of the building sector's most consequential and effective programs has been operating quietly behind the scenes for decades. BOMA International's Industry Defense Fund has leveraged and amplified industry advocacy efforts across the United States. The IDF plays a crucial role in supporting and protecting the commercial real estate industry. This member-driven program is one of the leading examples of the power of BOMA's members and its network of local associations. The IDF ensures that funds are available at the local, state, and national levels to address a wide range of challenges that threaten to impact BOMA members and the commercial real estate industry. These issues could be legislative in the form of proposed bills or ordinances. They can be legal when issues need to be resolved in the courts. They can also be regulatory as issues come before the rulemaking bodies. BOMA founded the Industry Defense Fund in 1995, recognizing an ongoing need to support advocacy issues that can sometimes arrive unpredictably, but can have far-reaching consequences. Every year since, the IDF has supported projects across the United States, and in just the past decade, the IDF awarded over $1 million for those fights. The IDF is funded by its members through a unique arrangement with the BOMA local associations. In addition to regular dues, each local association contributes an additional separate amount specifically dedicated to the IDF, so every BOMA member can feel ownership in the IDF. Administration of the fund is entrusted to the IDF Oversight Committee, which includes association leadership. The 12-member committee meets in person at the BOMA International Annual Conference and Expo and the Winter Business Meeting, and also convenes virtually whenever needed throughout the year in order to quickly address applications. Applications for funding can be made by the BOMA local associations or state coalitions, or in some cases by BOMA International. Applications are accepted throughout the year on a rolling basis, and BOMA's advocacy staff assists applicants throughout that process. There are several key factors that are always points of emphasis. Applications should be based on imminent, unanticipated situations. IDF funding anticipates the use of matching funds and the development of coalitions and partnerships. And finally, the issue should affect other markets across the country, either through setting precedents or generating lessons learned in order to have the greatest possible impact. IDF projects can be found across the United States, and they reflect the exceptional advocacy work that BOMA is well known for. Just to highlight a few of those examples,
BOMA Pittsburgh achieved a significant victory for the commercial real estate industry in a fight that went all the way to the Pennsylvania Supreme Court. The highest court in the state voided the City of Pittsburgh's Safe and Secure Buildings Act, which would have required properties to provide and pay for extensive employee training and a clear overreach of the city's authority. BOMA Pittsburgh was successful at every stage in the courts.
Texas BOMA, a state coalition, undertook a massive campaign called Taxed Out of Town. Facing uncontrolled property assessment increases that led to skyrocketing local property taxes, we pushed for property tax relief and reform. After years of effort, the persistence paid off in successful legislation that requires local governments to receive voter approval for significant increases in property tax revenue, along with new transparency reforms.
BOMA Orlando used IDF funding to support a legal review of recently passed energy benchmarking ordinance that was passed without any input from the industry. Partnering with other real estate organizations, our local association was ultimately successful in amending the ordinance, including removing fines for noncompliance and creating a stakeholder advisory committee to monitor its implementation.
BOMA California, along with California Business Property Association, helped lead a successful historic fight that defeated a statewide ballot measure on split roll property taxes. The initiative threatened to dismantle long-standing tax protections and would have resulted in a $12 billion annual tax hike on commercial real estate. We were honored to receive the largest award ever granted by the IDF, and it was matched several times over by the BOMA local associations in the state. That victory would not have been possible without the IDF support.
Over several decades, the Industry Defense Fund has built a track record of supporting projects that greatly impact commercial real estate. The IDF continues to build on that tradition and remains an essential tool for helping BOMA advocate for interests of our members and the industry. Perhaps no other program at BOMA is as valued and appreciated by senior industry leaders across the country. Together with the support of all of our members, the IDF continues to achieve BOMA's mission of advancing a vibrant commercial real estate industry.